Hey guys, and welcome to the last and final episode of the Blue Collar Boys. We are doing this one for the Blue Collar Boys. That's what we're calling it. Super excited to do this for you guys. We had a lot of fun doing it along the way. We decided we want to get together and give a really good last one for the season, for the semester, especially with all that's been going on. I have Tyler Fife with me again, Dante Raposo, and Nathan Vaughn joining us this time. I'll let them say hello. Dante, you want to go ahead and start us off?
How's it going? Hope everybody's staying safe, acting and doing their part for social distancing. I'm glad to be back with the boys. It's nice to see a couple familiar faces. So happy to have this going.
Tyler Fife. Obviously, I was on the last episode with my friend Dante here. Very excited to be back on this podcast, kind of give a deeper look into our team and our culture. So I'm excited.
I'm Mason Vaughn. I'm new here, haven't been on one yet. Number 6 from Waterford, Michigan. It's hanging out.
Not doing things. I'm really, really happy that you guys decided to do this. I know it's asking a lot. We'll probably have more time in our hands, but also it's finals week almost. We don't have that much time in our hands. So to recap a little bit about what we talked about in previous episodes, in case you missed it or it's been a while, we talked a little bit about what it means to be a blue-collar hockey team. That's what one team is all about. In and out, they have a whole thing in the locker room about it. It's what they preach. I love it in and out for them. So since you've obviously heard from Tyler and Dante a little bit, I'll let Mason take the reins here and explain to you what it means to be blue-collar hockey.
I think blue-collar hockey basically is just be the hardest working team, with everything we do, no matter if it's just like a silly off-ice workout where it's just supposed to be a quick one. No matter what it is, you always do your hardest and, motivate your team and just be good people. So, yeah, for sure.
Well, I think that was a pretty good explanation. Thank you.
Oh,
A little bit else we talked about was they went to Liberty. We kept that a little bit. And then they ended up getting the number 1 spot by ACHA. So congratulations to you guys on that. Even though you guys couldn't do nationals, that's still really big. And then, so I know you guys had a little theme going on this past year, and it was Revenge Tour. So this next season, is it going to be like Revenge Tour 2, or how's that going to go? What are we thinking?
I think so. We kind of did the, like you said, the Revenge Tour thing this year. We actually made a couple like koozies that said Revenge Tour on it, so kind of cool there. But yeah, obviously with the thing that happened with the coronavirus, obviously it ended our season early, and we're just gonna go into next season hopeful that we can kind of get that second tour of Revenge done and hopefully close it out this time. So we're looking forward to it. Hopefully things go well.
Yeah, we're going on a long tour.
Revenge Tour Part 2.
I'm ready for it.
Continued. Part 1 continued even.
Part 1 continued. Just taking a little break in between here.
I like
Me too.
I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited to watch you guys' games, and if I get to come sometimes, that'll be exciting. I've always enjoyed watching them, as I've said before. So I know you guys are a very close-knit team. Like, no matter what, that's always how you guys are. How did this, whole pandemic affect that? I don't mean in a way like it made you guys distant, because I don't think that would happen. I don't foresee that happening with you guys. But Mason, could you tell us a little about like how that communication is with you guys still? Like, is it as talkative as it used to be? Like, how's that dynamic?
Yeah, I mean, the boys still talk, I would say, every day, most of the day. That hasn't stopped at all. I mean, I think it sucked for everybody, but it mostly sucked for the seniors, because those guys, some of those guys will never play hockey again. And, it sucks that we went into a practice thinking, we have, 3-4 more till we go to nationals. We have nationals, blah, blah, blah. And then it just got taken away from us and everybody else. So it's kind of just like you don't want to take anything for granted now. So for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Tyler, do you have anything to add?
Mason said it pretty well. Obviously, we're not near each other anymore. We're back in our original homes, but we do talk every day. We do keep in touch, and it's almost like we're like still there with each other. The amount of like how much we talk, so always FaceTime and whatnot. So We do stay pretty close, and that's probably one of my favorite things about this team is how close we are. So
Yeah, it shows, honestly. It really does. And I love that. I love that app like so much. Especially going through a hard time like this. Like you want to have like your family with you, and you guys are family. And I think that's really important to like keep that up.
for sure.
It definitely has made an impact on school. I know for everybody. I hated it the entire time. I would totally rather go to class, and I can't believe I just said that. Not miss it when we were actually going, but that's okay. So classroom wise, you know, I talked a little bit about it on the past 2 episodes, how you guys keep each other accountable for going to class, up on your homework. You're always doing things with each other, study tables. Obviously you can't do study tables right now or anything. So is there any way that you guys try to like incorporate doing that? Or is it just pretty much checking each other right about now? Dante?
It's kind of the same because obviously the guys that you have class with, you end up having Zoom with those guys. So you're going to end up going to class with them, making sure they're showing up to class because it's a lot easier to tell if a guy's not showing up to class if you're doing it virtually through Zoom. Like you can tell that he's not there. So you got to keep everybody accountable. It's a little bit harder to do work together because you're virtually, but that's why they got FaceTime and Zoom. So you can just help each other out in that sense.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. So not too much of a change, but like big enough to change to know it's there, sort of thing. So mental toughness, big part of life in general. Yeah, let's just agree on that one. So I don't even know how to word this. It's a big part of your sport on and off the ice. Absolutely. Like there's no doubt about that. And I know you guys have probably had that mental toughness from playing hockey all of your lives. But coming to Adrian, I'm sure it was a little bit of a culture shock. I'm sure it was a little different, even from juniors and things like that. So how did that mental toughness like switch it all? Or like, I don't really know how else to word that. Like, is it more intense now? Do you feel like you have to use it more? Do you have to use it in different ways? Tyler?
Definitely. You know, now that we're playing hockey and going to school at the same time, it's a little different than juniors where we're just playing hockey. But you definitely have to use that mental toughness in a different way, obviously. But our coach, Gary, he actually runs us through a mental toughness session every once in a while, brings us all into a room and kind of gets us to lay on the floor and visualize like a kind of a fantasy type thing during our season. So that really helps us with our mental toughness. And I think we're all pretty good at handling what goes on at school here, but I think that pretty well says it all about the mental toughness part of it for us.
Yeah. You guys have anything to add to that, or he pretty much hit it on the head?
Definitely probably one of our, biggest things as a team is everybody being mentally tough. And I feel that, especially when you're younger, playing younger hockey, there's a lot of kids who, get down and cry about a lot of stuff. And I think this team's very good at picking everybody up. Like everybody's, got each other's back. And I think that's a big part of the mental toughness too. And so, yeah, it's pretty intense. I love it.
Yeah, I think another thing to add is like one of the big things is we have like obviously we like to help each other with our problems outside the rink, but we also don't want people to bring problems from outside the rinks to the rink. So like when we're at practice, like we got to be thinking about practice, or when we're at games, we're thinking about games. We'll deal with the other stuff if we have to. Like we're going to be there for guys regardless, but we don't want to bring bad vibes into the dressing room. If somebody's having a bad day, you got to come to the rink with a smile on your face. If you're having a bad day, you're gonna make the guy next to you having a bad day. Negative energy is contagious, just as much as positive energy. So we're just trying to keep it positive.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's not the toughness in itself, to like leave it at the door, truly. And I don't foresee you guys letting anybody keep that on. I'm sure all of you are like super like helpful if you can tell, because sometimes it's hard to keep it all at the door. Mm-hmm. But so is that something that you guys do? Because I'm sure like it's not easy to leave at the door. Sometimes you can't. It's hard.
No, it is hard, but we've kind of made it a thing on our team where leaving it at the door is like very important to us. We don't want to bring that negative energy inside our room because, like Mason said, or Dante said, it's contagious, right? So we try to leave that outside as much as possible, and we do a pretty good job at it.
And like everybody comes from different backgrounds, like, but once you come in that dressing room, you're all the same. You're the same 30 hockey players on the Adrian Bulldogs. It doesn't matter where you came from, where you played before. You're all in the same position now, working towards the same goal. So as long as everybody's doing that, pulling the rope in the same direction, not in a bunch of different directions, and that'll help us succeed.
I mean, if it's something like big where, something where you wake up the next day and it's, still on your mind, it's, bigger problem, then that's when we will have that sit down as a team, everybody in the locker room, all the boys, and basically be there for that person and help them through any way possible and figure out, how to help that person. So for sure.
Nice. I love that. I love that a lot. It's nice to have your teammates back in ways that, like, it's not just on the ice or it's not just in the classroom. Like, it's with their life,
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of this episode, I think, is going to be more of a day in the life, per se. And obviously, you guys are the best people to tell us about how that is. So a day in the life of practice on this blue-collar hockey team. I know some days are a little bit different. Some weeks might be a little bit different depending where you're at in the season. So coming in versus, like, your freshman years, coming in versus now, like, mentally, how have you changed? Just kind of relating back to that mental toughness thing. Tyler?
Obviously, being here 2 years now, I've matured, and I'm sure Dante and Mason can say the same thing. Our mental toughness has grown. By matured, I mean, like,
Yeah.
on the ice, whatever. Becoming more, mature. But, yeah. It definitely helps. Like, I don't know, Dante, you know more about that. You go ahead.
I mean, yeah, coming in last year as a freshman, you don't really know what to expect in terms of, like you said, day in the life, like practices, what we're doing when we do have class, what we're doing when we don't have class. Because, like, all three of us played juniors for the last 3 years, not going to class, just playing hockey. So adding the class aspect was a big difference for us. So, like, having the upperclassmen there to, like, show us how we do it and, like, show us what to do for class or how to best time manage yourself is, like, I think the biggest change was for us was time management. Like, now, as going into our third years next year, being juniors, we're going to know, like, we know day by day pretty much how practice is going to go, what we're going to do for everything off the ice. So that, like, it's our job now to help the freshmen for this year and for our senior year to get them accustomed for the next couple of years of their lives.
Yeah, I mean, when you come into expectations are set right when you get there that first day on campus. So it's pretty easy to adjust because, there's no wait period. You can't adjust in December, right? When you get there as a freshman, you have to adjust. So it's pretty quick, I think. So
That's good. I'm sure it makes it a little bit easier too. You don't have time to, like, think about what you need to do. Like, you already know going in what is expected of you in, like, every aspect sort of thing. Like, you're not like a gray line where you're like, I don't know about that. Like, it's probably set if it's big,
Yeah.
We all help each other out too.
Yeah, calling every morning, making sure Dante's up for practice, being there on time.
Yeah.
We're holding each other accountable at all times.
I'm sure there was a couple early morning calls for practice at some point.
Oh, yeah, many.
Yeah, Mason's the tea kettle calling the pot black right now. That's for sure.
There's a few guys throughout the team that have had that experience once, at least.
Do you guys call them? You, like, go to their doors and everything?
We've been to doors. We've been inside dorm rooms, waking people up at 8 o'clock in the morning to come to practice late.
I think the work part too is, with Dante and I, we don't like getting up in the morning. So when we room together on the road, it's like the drag. It's crazy.
Tough.
Yeah.
Always missing breakfast. Continental breakfast is an absolute option.
Aren't you guys rooming together next year?
Yeah,
Don't even
yeah.
get into that.
We're going to be living together for the next 2 years.
Practices, guys.
He's moving into 405, baby. 405.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
So
So tell us a little bit about those practices, that I'm sure those were switched to from every year that you played hockey up to moving to Adrian. I'm sure those were structured differently, had different workouts, everything like that. So, like, what's a typical week look like for you guys, like, with training?
Well, Monday and Tuesday are usually our hard days. usually we play Thursday, Friday, or Friday, Saturday. So we have the Sunday off, and then we go hard Monday, Tuesday. Monday we got compy day. It's kind of like a competition between everybody. Very intense, high paced. Sometimes coach will be yelling at us to get us going, but we do, like I said, we hold each other accountable. We're always going hard out there in the ice, whether we're getting bagged or what, just like a simple practice. Like we're taking it seriously, and we're not clowning around. But yeah, like I said, Monday, Tuesday we go really hard, and then kind of the rest of the week is just take it easy, systems, whatnot. So we're prepared all the time.
Is it like that throughout the entire year? Like, is that how you guys immediately start off, is doing it like that?
Yeah, and then Monday and Tuesday will be our lift days. We go right from the rink to working out. Some guys later in the day, but then towards the end of the week, we'll either have like a spin or some type of team activity. Usually, keep the boys together.
Yeah, when we first get here, we don't have games for like a month, so those weeks are a little bit longer. Like we'll practice Monday, Tuesday, sometimes have Wednesday off, and go Thursday, Friday, and it's a lot less structured than it is during the season. So like the first month and a half is more to get us conditioned, more to get the freshmen involved so they know what's going on, and then during the season it's pretty much the same. Monday, Tuesday is our harder days. If we play Thursday, then we got our pregame skate on Wednesday, which is the exact same thing every single time, so you know what you got. You're coming in for 35 minutes, flow drills. At the end, we do a shootout, and then somebody gets the pink backpack that they have to wear. And then if we play Thursday, Friday, then we have usually Saturday, Sunday off, and then we're right back to it on Monday.
Nice. So kind of structured, a little bit more easy-going in the beginning of the season.
No,
Like-
harder in the beginning.
Harder.
Harder.
Season.
I guess
And
we're
then-
practicing on ice.
Harder because at the start of the season it's all conditioning, right? Because we're trying to
Right.
get in shape for the season, and then as the season goes along, it kind of gradually goes down a bit. But it's obviously still intense the whole year.
Yeah, it's just less lifting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not less lifting, just like more like
Less bag skates.
yeah, sure.
As the year goes on, there's less and less bag
Less.
skates.
We still bag skate, like we still go hard every couple of times a week, but like it's just like just goes
Less.
down as the season goes.
Like that first month is probably like it's bad. So
Mhm.
Legs feed the wolf, gentlemen, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what's your guys' favorite conditioning off ice? And then give me your on ice, Mason.
Oh,
favorite or like least favorite?
Favorite.
Oh, favorites probably spins, just because all the boys get together and it's fun. Everybody just it's like it's intense and you're sweating and stuff like that. But you feel good after. Then go pump some iron. You got huge muscles like me,
Yeah.
But yeah, those are fun, because you're with the boys. CrossFit, not so fun. So
Mm-mm.
I'll tell you what I had on.
Right, on ice activity.
Mace, your favorite on ice activity, buddy?
Oh, I do all of it? Oh, okay. It's got to be compy day. It's so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Talking crap to your teammates, and then it's just like getting under people's skins or skin, I guess, or not multiple skin. Getting under people's skin, and it's just high tempo, but it's also a bagger, so it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I'll echo Mason's comments. Like, spin's definitely my favorite. It's nice, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, you're in and out. You're getting a really, really good sweat. You got 8-9 guys there, so everybody's pushing each other. We got a set goal we're trying to get to, so definitely that for off ice. And on ice, for sure, compy day as well. Like, every compy day is different. Like, we're split into 2 separate teams differently every week. But, like, there's always those same guys that you can get under their skin, and that's just, like, the most fun. Competing and getting under those guys' skin, especially if they're losing. Then there's some stick throwing and some sticks in the team. That's the best part.
Friendly competition.
yeah.
Mhm.
Couldn't agree more. Obviously, spin, super fun, bagger. But compy day too, great. A lot of competition out there. But I actually have to go with 16 seconds. We do those a lot.
Mm-mm.
Obviously, they're not. No, it's not my favorite, but it's like everybody's saying compy day. I got to change it up a little bit.
He's got to be
Oh.
original.
Yeah, I got to change it up. So 16 seconds. It kind of holds everybody accountable. It gives us a good, quick 16-second bagger. Keeps us in shape because we do it a lot. So
16 seconds is a lot longer when you're skating. Trust me.
Yeah.
It is. Oh yeah.
I believe it. It's like we used to have to do like 20. He wanted us for wrestling to get like 25-second laps. I think it was 30 maybe. Longest 30. No, fastest 30 seconds of my life. Because I swear I'm hauling ass, and I'm not going as fast as I think I am.
The thing about 16 seconds too is like you're not going continuously. You're stopping and going back, stopping, going back.
Right.
That's the worst part too. That's the worst part, stopping and starting when you're tired.
Exactly.
You do that a lot.
As fast as you can too. Like you can't dog it.
Yeah, that would be exciting. Okay, so what's the hardest conditioning on and off the ice? Dante, we'll start with you this time.
CrossFit off the ice for sure. The beep test and the run at the beginning of the year are crappy, but we do CrossFit a little bit more frequently, so I would definitely go with CrossFit off the ice. And no doubt, without a doubt, keen eye on the ice. That drill sucks. We do it for like on the sheet, because coach puts up like a sheet for practice. It always says we're doing it for like 7 minutes. We end up doing it for like 27 minutes.
At least.
There's like 6 different stages to it. You do each stage like twice up and down the ice. It's tough.
Yeah.
At the end, and then so you do the series of drills, and then you have to shoot on the goalie at the end, and we are shooting the biggest muffins on net because everybody's just tired. Yeah, it's definitely the worst.
I agree. Another one too is at the beginning of the year when we're outside, like Donna said, doing the beep test and the mile lap or whatever. It's hot out too, so that just makes it even harder.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that and CrossFit in the blue gym. Obviously, it's super humid in the blue gym, so those aren't fun. But we know they only make us better, so we do it. It feels good once we're done. And obviously, keen eye is pretty bad. I mean, we do it, but like Dante said, it's tough. We're usually doing it for 20, 25 minutes. And we're like, when is this going to
It's the worst right after Christmas, too, because everybody's out of shape.
Oh, yeah, just getting back into shape, too.
Yeah, CrossFit for sure, because the blue gym, it's so hot in there, and, it's just humid, and especially when you got a bunch of people running there, too. It gets even more hot, and then
so sweaty.
Yeah, I would definitely say keen eye, too. It was good back in the this year because I could follow Shags and I'd be all right, but Shags is gone now. So
yeah, you always gotta find somebody that's slower than you.
People are gonna start following me.
Yeah. You always got the guys who are like, man, why are you going so fast? You gotta slow down. We gotta set a pace here.
Yeah, that and Mike's warm up too is pretty bad. It's another bagger we do sometimes at the beginning of practice, and that definitely gets the legs burning, the lungs burning.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of burning. All right.
Yeah.
A lot of burning. This does not sound fun, but it's good for you, like you said. So
Hockey.
That's hockey. So sticking with the whole kind of like thinking back to like memories, I guess, because it's kind of like these are things that maybe you don't think of when I say like, hey, give me a memory. But this is something that all of you are going to remember. You all remember those specific drills. You all remember looking at each other and dying. You all remember looking at each other and wondering if you can feel your legs or if you can breathe. So tying that in a little bit to game day, I know you all obviously remember those like it's no other. What's kind of like your favorite parts, your favorite memories? Is there, I don't know, one specific time of year that's always a little bit more hype, like you do something a little different, like how's that whole dynamic? Mason.
I would say, I guess it's different for everybody. Like, I'll let Dante and Fife explain all their stuff, but, for me, it's more of, I just kind of chill before games because I get in my head a lot. Like, I think a lot. So I just kind of chill, hang out with the boys, keep it light. 'Cause if not, then, start getting mad at myself for stuff. And, especially if I mess up, like doing warm-ups or something like that, I'm like, I'm an idiot. But, it's pretty chill. So I'll let these two finish the rest because they're the big warm-up guys.
Big warm-up guys. Got it. Dante, big warm-up guy. Go.
I'm a little bit more loose, like towards the beginning of the game days. Try and get there a couple hours before the game. Just get there, get out of my suit, talk with the few guys that are there. But then once warm-up start, like once we start doing off-ice warm-up, I'm a little bit more serious. Got my headphones in. Probably the freshmen coming in probably think I'm an asshole because I just don't say much. Not really in the room much, just trying to get focused on doing my job for the boys. But during the pregame warm up, off ice, there's some like we do a lot of like random stuff and like some games that we play, and like that's definitely like the most fun for game days is like being there. That's what you look forward to. Is getting to the rink, being ready to go to battle with the boys, and like keeping it a little bit loose before we get into the dressing room. It gets a little bit more serious.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't agree more. They said it great. For me, the boys know this, but I like to get to the rink 4 hours before the game.
4 hours.
Dude, this kid sleeps in the night before.
Yeah, this guy's sleeping in his stall.
I believe it.
So for home games, we usually play Thursdays or whatever. I'll come to the rink in the morning at around 10:30 before my first class, and I'll like do my morning stretches, and then once my classes are over and I'm ready to go to the rink, I go to the rink about 3 o'clock for a 7 o'clock game, and then for the first 2 hours, I'm in the zone. I'm in my own little zone. I don't talk to anybody or whatever. I do my own stretches and take my sticks and whatnot, kind of get prepared, and then for the next 2 hours, like Dante and Mason said, we're just kind of like chill, getting into that chill.
Five tapes, 30 sticks before every game.
Yeah. So I use that the last 2 hours just to kind of get loose before the game, and then once the game hits, I'm ready, just like everybody else. So everybody's different. Everybody has a different routine to prepare for a game.
Sure.
Well, and that's important too. Like realize that you each have your own rituals. And I think that's actually really cool to listen to. Like, I feel like you guys, for the most part, all kind of start out in your own zone. Maybe for some people, not too much in the zone because obviously, like Mason, like think too much. I get that. Like, I got to be loose before any match I did. Like, I got to just do my own thing, sort of thing. So I get that. I think it's really cool to like hear that though, that you guys have these different rituals, but you're all like in the same place. And I'm sure, because I know firsthand that you guys jammed music so loud that I don't know how you're not deaf. So loud in that locker room. I can hear it upstairs, and wow, it is insane. So, real quick though, before we continue this, we're going to take a small break. Be right back.
I'm dead. I'm just like, I don't know if you were blind, you didn't see me there. Oh, okay. Oh, use your glasses, buddy. Fuck.
We just gotta calm down, honestly. I feel like we're tense out there. We gotta get rid of the puck quicker, and then guys just gotta use their speed. They can't like pull up, you know what I'm saying?
Stay there, stay there. Yeah, that's how you play PK.
What do you got planned for today, Mason?
You know, it's probably be an academic weapon like usual. Keep skating. Oh, backhanded down. Down up. Dante to Kotek, shoots. Oh, they missed it at.
Mason, what's 12 plus 54?
Muffled sounds. Dante with the puck. Dante throws it in the middle of the goal post. Dante, I don't know what he did there. You heard it here, Mason Vaughn, goal per game, okay?
Welcome back, guys. We had to take a little break there due to technological issues, problems. I don't know. Limitations. So kind of going back to recapping a little bit about the rituals that they do and things like that. What is something that you guys do as a team? Like before games?
Everything.
Like,
We
I
have a
mean,
concert.
Before games, you mean?
what?
We have a concert that we do before games.
Yeah.
Concerts?
Yeah, Kotek's on the drums, Stone's on the guitar, Frat's the cameraman. We got Austin Kuhn as security, and then a couple mosh pitters are trying to rush the stage, get to the guitarist.
You
pretty
guys
fun.
are such clowns.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It helps. It helps us.
Hmm.
Like I said, it's that loose vibe before a game that we
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of helps us get in the mode, in game mode.
Like even in the mornings though, we'll get up and have breakfast together. Like then we'll have, like if you have classes, some kids have classes, some people don't. Either you'll hang out with somebody or go to class, take a nap, and then we have dinner together and then go to the rink together. So basically together the whole time.
Right.
All the time.
Yeah, that's okay. Do you guys play any other games besides Rock Band in real life?
What do you mean?
Xbox.
I meant in the locker room.
Speak for yourself.
Oh.
I mean, like, there's obviously the classic sewer ball that gets played before the game, but since we warm up in the blue gym, a lot of guys are shooting hoops too. There's lots of games of lightning going on, and guys are trying to act like they're good basketball players, but there's maybe like 2 guys on the team that are actually like decent basketball players.
Oh, more.
Yeah, Dom thinks he's
Oh,
great. at
more.
basketball. He's terrible.
I can see that. I really
I
can.
couldn't hit the ocean. He's terrible at basketball.
You
I'm
know-
terrible at basketball, but I don't play. I don't play on purpose because I know I'm not very good, so I just don't even try. I just lay there and wait till warm up starts.
Mm,
And then Dante and then play that baseball game.
Yeah, the baseball game is really fun.
imaginary baseball.
Imaginary baseball.
I
I
like that
don't,
you guys
I don't take part in it, but I hear about it.
I hear about it. You're sitting in the corner watching everybody.
Me and Fife go back to the room.
Yeah, no. We take it seriously, right, man?
Yeah. We get prepared for the game,
Yeah,
not act like children.
prepared
Oh,
to
yeah,
eat pucks
guys.
for breakfast. Mason just sits on the wall and he gets guys to shoot pucks at him, so he's ready for the game.
There.
So what is some of your guys' favorite like personal memory? Like with a line, I don't know, a celebration maybe that stuck out to you that like you always remember. And then like what's a favorite memory like as a team? Like something every single one of you like had the same experience of. Mason, take it away.
Let's go to Dante first. Dante first.
My favorite memory is last year playoffs. It was against Davenport in the finals, and middle of the second period, I'm on the ice killing a penalty. Mason's in the box. He gets out of the box. So I don't know who it was. Somebody fed him with a pass. And
Goal of the year.
Goes in on a breakaway. He had probably 2 zones ahead of this guy. Mason's chugging along. This guy is red on his back, so Mason goes to his backhand, puts it shelf, and I just remember like just being hysterical in that celebration. Like
The
it was
greatest part about that goal too is the picture afterwards.
yeah,
Oh, just
we
the
were just
nastiest
Sell-
picture in the world.
we were yelling,
Oh, yeah.
celebrating so loud, like it was awesome.
Dude,
That was-
I had to make it dramatic. That's why I kind of slowed down, let him get a little, step on me, and then
Yeah, you almost tripped on the blue line.
can't skate very well, Dante.
The
You know.
last guy you think would score that goal too.
Yeah, but
What
that's
are you
probably one of
talking
my
about?
favorite
That'd be like
memories.
if you thought one person to score on a breakaway, it'd probably be me. Just kidding.
I
I
just
don't
remember that huddle. That huddle was awesome. We were just
Yeah.
yelling and celebrating, laughing.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That is super exciting to hear.
And then one as a team, probably just getting to Dallas last year, like being on the plane the whole day with the boys, like that was so much fun. Just like the anxiousness of like us freshmen not knowing what nationals was like, and obviously the anxiousness of the upperclassmen not knowing how it was going to be in Dallas. Just like a new place that we could all explore together. 30 of your best friends, like going on a plane ride and going down there for a week. It was a lot of fun. Obviously it didn't turn out the way we wanted to, but like just the original feeling of like leaving Wednesday morning, looking forward to that. It's like probably the best feeling I've felt so far.
That's awesome.
For
I'm
me,
sure- Drivable.
Obviously a lot of memories. I don't think I can pick one. I think as far as a personal one, I got to go shout out to my two line mates that I've been playing with a lot the last 2 years, Austin Kuhn and Mark Fredick and Jelly. Fight for Kuhn Jelly. Hydration line, couple names you can call us there, but
Yeah.
me and those two, we play really well together, and we've had a lot of success in the last 2 years. And
So
so
brag.
Yeah.
not even, dude. Not even. Not even. I don't know. We just work well together, and we've just had a lot of success, and I really enjoyed it. But as far as a team memory, obviously the wins, Dallas, like Dante said, ACHA tournament. But I think the biggest thing for me that I'll take away after I'm done here is just being around the boys all the time, every day. Just doing everything together, no matter what we're doing, we're always together. I think for me, that's the biggest thing that I'll appreciate for sure.
Yeah, like same as Fife said, like the best like feeling and the best moment I'll take away from being at Adrian is like beginning of the year, all the new boys come in, you see all your old boys, everybody gets back to campus, and we just have a hangout all night, and the nights like that you'll never forget. So for sure, like that. I don't have a lot of good on ice. I have good on ice memories, like us winning like playoffs and stuff like that. But like we have one goal, national championship, and us three haven't achieved that yet. So I mean, I'm waiting for that moment to be my favorite moment.
I'm gonna play until I
Revenge
get it. I
tour.
don't think it could take 7 years.
So I know you guys are obviously with each other 90% of the time, I feel like, if not more. Talk a little bit about team bonding with each other. I'm sure you guys do things, for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, for, I don't know, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all of the above. Do you think? What Halloween? Yeah, apparently, yeah. You guys are big partakers in Halloween. Big partakers in Halloween. Spice got his woman's pants
Bell bottoms. Unisex.
straight from the woman's section in Walmart.
$5.
Walked past them, and deadass was like, "These are the pants that he bought."
Shout out to Manny Silvera. He rocked them with me.
That you guys.
Things skin tight. That's just like Tyler Fife would wear these.
What pants? Tyler Fife.
I don't see you guys complaining, so.
Dude, he got the leg. He's got the legs and butt for it. So I mean, more power to him.
Like you said, we go hard on Halloween.
On it.
Yeah, we love Halloween.
What do you guys do for like Thanksgiving and stuff? I'm sure you have big get-togethers for that.
This year, all the people that stayed on campus, like all the guys, we went over to the team house. Everybody had their own thing that they were supposed to cook, and we probably had like 20 guys there just for a big Thanksgiving feast. Guys brought everything from like mashed potatoes, and Mason brought like 300 hot dogs. And then only 20 of them got eaten, so him and I just went around the house hiding hot dogs.
I literally think Dante might have made 90 pounds of mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I made a lot of mashed potatoes.
I think we spent 3 hours cooking mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
But you can never have too many mashed potatoes.
They were a hit. They were gone.
The seams of my pants tell a different story.
Yeah.
On top of that, too, we do like a secret Santa thing at Christmas time before we all go home for Christmas.
I love that.
We put everybody's names in a hat. We draw one by one, and then kind of do right before we go home, get all together at the hockey house and kind of do our little secret Santa thing. It's pretty fun.
Is that like more of a white elephant, or is that more of an actual heartfelt gift?
It can be what you want, really. A lot of it's
pretty savage. Some guys are definitely pretty savage.
Some guys are savage. Some guys are nice.
It depends on which guy you get, because like some guys will obviously be able to take a joke a little bit better than others, and obviously there's some guys that there's a lot more to chirp them about. Like guys with girlfriends definitely get ripped during Secret Santa for sure.
It's fun though. It's all love.
It's all love. We love it.
Has anyone ever given Dom Moore a wig? If not, do it.
We give him hair grow materials and stuff like that. He gets it every year. It's not working awesome. Clearly.
I wonder if he's tried them. Do you think he has?
Yeah.
Yes, last year. Funny story. So he has Bosley. It's like $50 a bottle. We're going through security trying to get to National, and this dumbass has it in his carry-on bag. I don't know if he's ever flown before. You can't have that much liquor in your carry-on bag. So they took it from him, and he threw a fit. He's like, I'm going to email Southwest. Like, this is BS. They took my $50 Bosley. I need my money back. He was super upset about it. And then he just didn't buy Bosley again because he's still, I think to this day, he still thinks he's going to get that bottle back from Southwest.
Oh, wow.
There's nothing saving that thing, dude. You just need to shave.
Dominic Bosley Moore, as they call
him. Bosley Moore.
I heard a Dom Bear Moore too.
Bear Proper Moore. That's
a thing. Shout out to Sheldon Nolan right there.
Yeah, shout out to Sheldon. He brought that here, and then we kind of
the most Canadian guy on our team.
Bear Proper. Yeah, it's fun.
That's funny. I love that. So obviously your guys' favorite times are just being around each other. I feel like that's a given with everything you guys do. It's just with the boys. The boys my favorite part, being with the boys. It's very original, guys. I like it. I like the team dynamic. I really do. So I know earlier, like in the very beginning of me doing all this, I sent your whole team questions just to do like a little trivia sort of thing. So I'm gonna hit you guys with some trivia that you've never seen before, and I'm excited to hear these answers. So Who is most likely to go on Jesus? Okay, back up. Most likely to go on America's Got Talent and win.
Who's got a weird talent?
That's a good one.
That is a really good
I
one.
know Sam Spade can
I was
sing.
gonna
Dude.
say Sam
He
Spade.
can sing.
Strictly Queen though. That's it. He
Yeah,
only sings
Yeah,
Queen.
only Queen.
Okay, but if he did every part of Bohemian Rhapsody, he'd for sure win.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm trying to
He,
think.
he can sing. He hits the
I'm trying to
high
think of somebody
notes
with a
too.
weird talent. Who's got a weird talent?
I'm trying to think.
Or cool talent.
I can do one-handed push-up.
And
I think I've seen that video.
Probably. I think Dante's got 1,000 videos like that.
Probably.
Yeah.
I definitely got a lot of blackmail on Mace for sure. A lot of embarrassing videos. Of him.
no.
Lots are gonna come out at his wedding for sure.
Whatever.
Oh, for sure.
Uh-oh.
One great long video from college.
America's Got Talent. I've seen Hank. So it'd be Sweden's Got Talent, but I've seen Hank playing the guitar lately. Maybe
Yeah,
he
I
can
saw
get
that.
it.
I saw that.
I'll go with Hank.
Okay.
Hank can sing too when he wants to.
hmm
All right, so Hank's gonna win America's Got Talent. Is what I'm hearing. You should tell him. Go
I'm
on.
trying to think if anybody else has a weird talent.
I know. I'm just like maybe somebody who can juggle, but like Frat probably can juggle.
So I think someone can do
Or-
magic tricks.
Or Glimple can rap.
Oh, there
No
you go.
way.
That's it right there.
Rap,
Eminem,
like, that's-
Eminem, J. Cole, and Drake only.
Yeah, he would spit some bars.
Dude, we
No
should
way.
get him on here, the rap one.
Nah, he would be way too embarrassed.
I don't think he could.
He's-
I don't
He's
blame
too
him. I don't
good
think.
for that. He's too good for that. You got to throw him on like Instagram Live or something
Yeah.
in front of millions of people.
I'm sure he'd love that. So this one kind of was given. I feel like secretly an American Idol star.
Sam Spade.
Sam
Mhm.
Spade,
Sounds
Glimple.
bad, yeah.
Best dressed.
Flags.
Fife.
Fife wants to say himself so bad.
You know how much I
Actually-
love legs.
I'll go with Fife, but there's another guy. I'll go with Hank again. This guy does his hair every day before we go to class, and he's always like, I don't think I've ever seen him wear sweatpants.
Who?
Hank.
Oh yeah, Hank does like dressing up.
He spends like 25 minutes after he's showered in the room. Kuhn and I are always waiting for him to go to class,
He loves his
doing his
sweater.
hair and everything. But
I think
Fife for sure best dressed.
Black you.
He's got that Euro style that I respect.
That Euro style.
That Euro style.
You kind of have some Euro style, I guess. Well, Canadian style.
Big drip on Wags though.
Yeah, it's between you and Wags. I don't know. That's a tough one to be honest.
If we're going worst dressed, I go
And we love our
Kotek.
fit. Our fit picks.
Those red,
Kotek, you
those
say?
red shoes, him and Cope have.
That's funny.
Brutal.
All right, so who is the dynamic duo? If you had to just say one, and why are they the dynamic duo?
These two right here. They know it. Look at them smiling. These
And
are
why?
We're the degenerate duo. I don't know about
You know
dynamic duo.
It's just this thing, like, I don't know. We don't even have to say anything stupid. We'll just start laughing. It's one of those things, like,
just how they are.
I can say a joke in my head, and then Dante would be like, oh, dude, that's hilarious. We start laughing.
And
Something
Coach,
like that.
yeah, Coach knows it too.
Yeah.
Coach is definitely like aware of us two together
If you flash back to last year, it would be Kuhn and Ozzy for sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
a bromance thing.
Oh yeah, I feel like that's all I hear about if I talk to either of them. It's like about one or the other.
They're
Like
always
somehow
talking
they
about
get
one
caught up in the conversation.
Yeah.
Who is most likely to forget their wallet?
Dante. I think Dante loses his wallet 4 times a day. We'll be halfway to Chipotle. He'd be like, oh, my wallet. We'll have to go back and look for it for like 40 minutes, and it'll be in his back
I'm
pocket.
bad for losing things like that. I will definitely nominate myself for sure. I would lose my head if I didn't have a neck.
No disrespect to Wags too, but I gotta say he does. He
Yeah,
does.
Wags loses his stuff all the time too.
He's always like,
Wherever-
"Where's my wallet? Where's my phone?"
That's funny.
It's probably like in his pocket or he's sitting on it or something.
hmm
I do. Yeah. Not proud to admit it, but it's okay. Who is most likely to forget somebody's name?
Huh.
I'm pretty bad at names. I'll be honest.
I don't even know.
I don't know either.
I'd have to go. I'm just gonna sue Kafka because he's
Yeah.
barely knows English.
True.
It's fair. That's a fair reason not to know someone's name, I guess. So who would be most likely to do a food eating contest, and with what food?
Dan
Jibo.
Stone hot dogs
Jibo cheese.
and Jibo cheese for sure. Shredded cheese,
Shredded specifically.
With chips.
5-pound
And
bags, like nothing.
If there's a Mountain Dew Kickstart challenge, I do Connor Smith.
There's a lot of guys that could be in their own little challenges.
Yeah, they could just for sure.
Why hot dog?
I'll go with Dan Stone and hot dogs.
Yeah, for sure.
Coffee and hot dogs.
Dan Stone. Also, Dan Stone is not Dan Stone without saying
His
Dan
full
Stone.
name. Yeah.
you can't. Like, hey Dan.
No.
Even professors call him Dan Stone, not Dan.
It's like one word. It's like one word. Dan Stone.
Yeah. Who is a mama's boy?
I feel like a lot of us are probably.
Oh, mama's boy.
I don't know. What do you mean by that?
Like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe that.
Who goes home the most to see their family, or
No.
no?
No. It's just like, I don't know. Not that any of you would not do anything for your mom, but like, it's just like a mom's boy is like, their mom is always there. The mom's who they always talk to. It's like their mom. Like, it is the
Shelly.
precious angel.
Yeah, Shelly.
Shelly.
Sure.
His mom's almost like one of the boys. She just like follows up on all the jokes and stuff, and she's always
Yeah, I'm definitely nominating Shelly and Don.
I like that. I'm here for it. Who is most likely to eat a whole pizza by themselves under half an hour? I'm gonna say.
Dylan Kent. He'll eat 2 in under a half hour.
Two?
2.
Yeah.
Does he throw up? Because I would.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Like when we on bus rides, sometimes we get Little Caesars pizza.
one.
He'll eat a whole pizza to himself. We'll gather up all of our leftovers, which is probably like another pizza and a half, maybe more, and see how much he can eat before he stops. Like Dante, the one time we were coming home from Grand Rapids or whatever it was, I think he had two pizzas and a piece or something like that.
yeah, and when the rookies clean up the bus, there's definitely like lots of pizza left, and he for sure takes it all home.
He just
Wow.
eats it off the floor.
Yeah.
Probably like 3 times a week, he'll order 2 medium pizzas from Domino's and muck both of them like 3 hours before practice too.
Oh my god. That's
Oh,
insane.
yeah.
Who's the best team DJ?
I don't
Dante's
even,
pretty good.
I don't know if I'm the best. I play music the
DJ
most.
Dante.
I play music the most. I don't know if I'm the best.
Honestly,
I just don't care. I just play it. I don't care.
all the boys like the same type of music, so it's just
Yeah.
like whoever's on plays that, So
That's
Mhm.
convenient though. You
Yes.
don't have
Everybody likes
Wags.
except Wags. If Wags isn't playing music, it could be the same songs he'll play. He will complain about the music for sure. He
Oof.
loves complaining about music if he doesn't like it.
Oh my god. See, no, but he's the same person. When we were hanging out at one point, he was playing music, and literally like 4 of us in the room had no idea what it was, and he was sitting there jamming by himself.
That's Wags.
And no care in the world. He was jamming though.
Classic.
So who is the quietest on the team?
Coon.
Kuhn, yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty quiet.
But that's who he is. He's a super nice guy.
yeah.
Once you get to know him, he gets louder.
Yeah.
That's fair. I feel like that's how quiet people usually are. Like once you get to know them, they'll probably open up a little bit. But
Yeah.
Who's the loudest on the team?
Kotek.
Heck, yeah. Dom's pretty loud too.
Dom's loud. And we got a lot of loud guys.
Like those guys are loud in the morning. Those
Yeah.
guys are loud at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And that's what's annoying.
I don't know
That's
about
just
all
who
that.
they
Like we have a lot of loud guys like after maybe noon, but before
Mhm.
noon, it's probably Kotek or Dom.
I could see that for sure.
Yeah.
Most likely to stay up late playing video games.
Dante Raposo.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think 3 times a
I'll
week
make-
he doesn't go to
How
bed.
about
He
that?
just stays up all night and plays video games till practice.
There's a lot of guys that do that.
Maybe not 3 times a week, but it has happened before. Yes.
If a new game comes out, there's 3 days straight you're not sleeping. 100%.
That's funny. Who is most likely to get chippy during a game?
Frat
Osh,
or frat Osh.
Frat Osh, for sure.
Shag.
Shags is smaller than the mouth though, not like
Yeah. Well,
That's fair. So he's the biggest smack talker.
I don't even know if it's a smack talk. He just complains.
Dom. I'd say Dom just because he yells ridiculous
And
things.
like his voice travels. You'll hear whatever he's saying no matter what on the ice. Like it's so loud.
But that doesn't even make sense. It just, oh man, it's bad. I can't even say it. It's just like a bunch of random stuff put together. It doesn't even.
Stanko's loud on the bench too, for sure. Stanko's up there.
Who's
Rat
thinking?
is too.
Stank.
So it depends where you're at, sort of thing, on the ice.
Yeah.
If I'm not playing a lot, I'm loud. I'm loud as fuck.
Gotta do something.
Yeah.
That's fair. If you had to say there was a friendly feud on the team between 2 people, who would it be? I have my vote.
Glimple and I.
That's what I was gonna say.
A friendly or unfriendly?
Friendly.
Friendly feud.
I would say
You-
Glimple and Dan. I would say Dan Stone and Glimple.
Yeah.
Really?
I think us 3. 'Cause
Yeah.
We gang up
Yeah,
on
us 3.
him and he's going back at us.
I mean, that's fair. I remember first show, I talked to you about this last show too, how Reiner made a comment on you always out to get him low key.
Mhm.
And you made an answer to one of my questions that was like directed towards Reiner, and he was like, "That was Dante, wasn't it?" He just knew.
Yeah. We definitely have the dynamic. We're going back and forth all the time.
It's friendly though. We like
Mhm.
it. Makes you guys closer, right? Something like that. So pretty much the whole gist of like why I did this with the questions was I think it really highlights how well you guys actually know each other and care to get to know each other. Like it's not just being on the same team and being with somebody all the time. Like it's with little things about them. Like who else would know that they would eat a million hot dogs in an eating contest because he loves hot dogs besides you guys? Like you wouldn't know that. Or why to Thanksgiving does Mason bring 300 hot dogs? Nobody knows. But you guys know that. And so it's like you guys know the little things about each other. I think that's really important because it shows you guys as close-knit team. I think it really brings out the culture for you guys specifically because it's not just on the ice that you have to be blue collar. It's off the ice. And like in a weird way, like you can almost be like the same way with friendships. Like you like are always with each other, always out to help each other, be like there in XYZ. And like I think that's really cool to be able to like how well you guys know each other and care,
Yeah.
So just to kind of start to wrap up the show a little bit, I actually, since we were talking about the feud with him, Reiner actually sent me a text about a little bit of advice that he would give you guys, I guess anybody underclass at this point, and incoming people. And he said, don't take it for granted. No game is guaranteed. Take everything in as much as possible because you're only there for limited time. And that's really well said because like being a senior myself this year, like I am a retired athlete, so I don't have the whole sport thing to deal with. So like I feel for them on that. But being taken away from like my last semester of school was very hard. And so like I definitely agree with what Reiner said. Like take it in. Don't take it for granted, not a single second of it. and like I guess my biggest advice to anybody, not just you guys, is don't try to be something you're not just to be around certain people, because your people will be there for you for who you are. Don't change for anybody. Grow, mature, learn, forgive, all that good stuff, and have fun. Oh my God, it's college. Have fun. But like be smart also, please. So yeah, I wanted to close that out with a little bit of that, because it's obviously you guys know him as one of your captains and also a teammate, and I'm sure that's very hard for all of the seniors and the teams. I feel for all of them, as well as everybody else that's had to go through stuff with this pandemic. So I just want to give a minute if you guys want to say any last words to close it out before I go ahead and wrap it up for us.
I'd just like to say, like, thank you for taking this. Like, thank you for choosing our team to do this with. Like, it means a lot to us that, like, there's people that are a little bit interested, even if it's only a couple people. Like, we take pride in what we do, going to school, playing hockey for this team. Like, we're definitely wearing the crest on our chest with pride, and us being around each other and, like, being a family is not a front. Like, we really, truly do love each other. We love what we do. We're happy we all came here. And everybody just hopefully you're staying safe for this quarantine, and hopefully looking forward to maybe starting this up again next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like what piggybacking off what Dante said, like, some people would say, oh, they're only like a, club hockey team, but like nobody treats it like a club hockey team. Like it's crazy. We're every day, all day, like working super hard. Like, so it's pretty cool to see some people, take some interest and appreciate it as much as we do. We love the sport, obviously. That's why we're all still playing. And thank you for taking an interest.
Yeah, of course.
They both said it really good. Obviously, we appreciate it that you were able to like give everybody a deeper look at our team and our culture, people that know what we're like. And this project that you did here, it kind of did a really good job of that. So we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys for doing it and taking the time out to do it. I know these past few weeks of trying to get together has been a little up and down, but I'm really, really happy that we got to do this. I just want to give a special thanks to everybody involved, including anybody that took the time out to watch, to listen, however you got involved with this. Thank you for Dr. Sheehan's class for helping me record 2 of my episodes. It would not have been possible without you guys. And a really, really big thank you to the D1 hockey team at Adrian College, and a special thank to your guys' coach, Gary Astalos. He was really helpful throughout this whole thing. He's a fantastic coach on and off the ice, not even just you guys. He's a great, great person, and I can see you guys have a fantastic leader right in front of you. And so I want to say thank you to you guys again for doing this with me. I have had the most fun doing this as my last project as an Adrian College Bulldog, but that's okay. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I can't wait to see what you guys do next year. Maybe try to get something figured out. If I'm not too busy with work and things like that, I would be totally down. But that is all we have for you, and that is for the Blue Collar Boys.